Alright, guys. Well, Screen Actors Guild nominations are due to begin in a couple of minutes here. Yeah, as you can hear, they have audio this time instead of the Globes, which was silent until they actually started, and I was like, oh no, I couldn't tell what was going to happen there. Anyways, yeah, so we've got about a minute now before these start. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't seen the predictions video there, we're expecting a big morning for Manchester by the Sea. That'll probably have 4 nominations, according to my guesses there. La La Land will have 3, Moonlight will have 3. I have Hidden Figures in there for Outstanding Cast. I have Nocturnal Animals in there for Outstanding Cast. Nocturnal Animals, if it does the way I think it's going to do, will probably get at least Michael Shannon in there too. Could be a swap out for maybe Jake Gyllenhaal gets in there for lead actor, or maybe Amy Adams gets in for that instead of Arrival. I do have her getting in for Arrival, though, in Best Actress alongside Emma Stone, Natalie Portman, Ruth Negga, and who's the fifth person I had in there? Oh, well, doesn't matter. Well, once we hear him, I'll let you know if I got that one right or not. Yeah, and then yeah, best actor we're looking at same lineup as we've seen the last bit here, like Casey Affleck, Ryan Gosling, Denzel Washington, Joel Edgerton, and Andrew Garfield. There, I can name all 5 of those. I don't know who am I missing in that lead actress category there. Oh well. Yep, we'll find out in a minute here. Here we go. We've got
Here are the extraordinary nominees.
now, who's doing them this year? I think it's
SAG-AFTRA President
Common.
Gabrielle Carteris.
I forget who it is. They said that was announcing.
Good morning, everyone.
Hillary Clinton, what are you
On
doing
behalf
there?
of
Oh, sorry.
SAG-AFTRA, we welcome you to the nomination announcements for the 23rd Annual Screen Actors Guild Awards.
And yes, once again, I'm going to be
Before I
taking
introduce our guest presenters,
notes
I would like to take
here.
a moment to thank TNT and TBS for their continued partnership.
And remember, there's
SAG
tons of
Awards will be
TV stuff
simulcast
too. We're not
live
going
coast to coast
cover
on
those.
TNT and TBS Sunday, January 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time and 5 p.m. Pacific Time.
That's right after
And an
nominations
encore
come out for
presentation
Oscars.
will air immediately following on TNT. We would also like to give a special thanks to People Magazine and the Entertainment Industry Foundation. This is the 21st year they have hosted our post-awards gala, and we are extremely grateful for their continued support of the SAG-AFTRA Foundation. And now, what we've all been waiting for, to announce this year's Screen Actors Guild Awards nominees. You know her as Detective Erin Lindsay on Chicago PD, actress,
I do.
activist, entrepreneur, and global education advocate, Sophia Bush. And he is critically acclaimed for his diverse roles from Selma to Suicide Squad, actor and recording artist, Common.
Ah, I have that one right. There's one correct prediction already today. Oh, yeah, Suicide Squad is... I don't know if have I said this on camera yet? I think Suicide Squad is the worst movie of the year. And I forgot Common was in it.
Yes.
Some people are awake.
It's a live room. Great. So, on behalf of SAG-AFTRA, we are pleased to announce the nominations for the Screen Actors Guild Awards.
We'll be announcing 13 awards this morning for 8 television and 5 for motion pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Common, will you get us started?
Of course, I'm going to get it started.
They couldn't be
Now,
any
for
slower.
outstanding performance by a female actor in a television movie or limited series, the nominees are Bryce Dallas Howard, Black Mirror; Felicity Huffman, American Crime; Audra McDonald, Lady Day at Emerson's Bar and Grill;
That's a long title.
Sarah Paulson,
Ah, there's O.J.
The
Simpson.
People versus O.J. Simpson;
You should watch that if you haven't seen it yet.
American
It's
Crime
awesome
Story;
miniseries.
and my girl, Kerry Washington, Confirmation.
The nominees for outstanding performance by a male actor in a television movie or limited series are Riz Ahmed, The Night of; Sterling K. Brown,
Nice.
People vs. O.J.
He's awesome.
Simpson,
He should get more work
American
after
Crime
this.
Story. Bryan Cranston, All the Way. John Turturro, The Night of. And Courtney B. Vance, The People
Another
vs.
awesome
O.J.
performance
Simpson,
there, yeah.
American Crime Story.
Now, for outstanding performance by a female actor in a comedy series, the nominees are Uzo Aduba, got that.
Yeah.
Orange is the New Black.
You're
Jane
not funny,
Fonda,
Connor. Sorry.
Grace and Frankie. Ellie Kemper, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Julia Louis Dreyfus, Veep. And Lily Tomlin, Grace and Frankie.
The
What is
nominees
coming
for outstanding
on?
performance by a male actor in a
Man, if you could
comedy
see
series
this,
are
if you're not seeing it already.
Anthony Anderson,
My word.
Blackish.
Yeah.
Titus Burgess, Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. Ty Burrell, Modern Family. William H. Macy, Shameless. And Jeffrey Tambor, Transparent.
Okay, for outstanding performance in an ensemble in a comedy series, the nominees are
Waiting.
Big Bang Theory, Blackish, Modern Family, Orange is the New Black, and Veep.
For outstanding performance by a male actor in a drama series, the nominees are Sterling K. Brown, This Is Us.
Oh, he's a double.
Peter Dinklage,
Wow.
Game of Thrones.
Good for him.
John Lithgow, The Crown.
See, Lithgow's getting nominated everywhere
Rami
for that.
Malek, Mr. Robot. And Kevin Spacey, House of Cards.
Yeah. For outstanding performance by a female actor.
Oh, come on.
in a
Guys, I
drama
haven't taken my
series,
allergy pill yet today.
the
This is killing me.
nominees are
You're probably hearing me
Millie Bobby
sniffling over
Brown,
here.
Stranger Things.
Yes.
Yeah. Claire Foy, The Crown.
Well, that probably means Winona Ryder's out
Tandy
for
Newton, Westworld.
Stranger Things.
Winona Ryder,
No.
Stranger Things.
And they filled out 2 slots.
And
then.
Robin Wright, House of Cards.
So yeah, this season of House of Cards, season 4 is the one of probably the best
For
yet.
outstanding performance by an ensemble in a drama series, the nominees are The Crown, Downton Abbey,
So I think this is the last TV category. So they,
Game of Thrones.
I think last year they just mixed it all in. This year they have all
Stranger
TV
Things,
and then all film, which is what the Globes
and
should do.
Westworld.
And now,
Here we go.
to our motion picture nominees.
Here we go.
For outstanding performance by a female actor in a supporting role in a motion picture,
Actress
the
supporting.
nominees are
Viola.
Viola Davis, Fences.
Yep.
Yes. Naomi Harris, Moonlight.
Yep.
Yes. Nicole Kidman, Lion.
Lion. Yep.
Yes.
Probably Octavia Spencer. Yeah.
Octavia Spencer.
Makes
Hidden
sense.
Figures. Yes. And Michelle Williams, Manchester
Michelle
by the
Williams.
Sea. Yes.
Manchester. So 4 out of 5 for man. Miss Greta Gerwig again.
For outstanding performance by a male actor in a supporting role.
This is
in
where they
motion
get goofy.
picture, the nominees are
Mahershala.
Mahershala Ali,
Yep.
Moonlight.
Okay.
Yes.
Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges, Hell or High Water. Yeah. Hugh Grant, Florence Foster Jenkins.
Oh no.
Lucas Hedges,
Yep.
Manchester by the Sea. And Dev Patel, Lion.
Now for Lion. Okay. Okay. That's I think 4 out of 5 again.
Outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading
Lead actress. Here
role
we
in a
go.
motion picture. The nominees
Amy Adams.
are
Come on. Come on.
Amy Adams, Arrival.
Arrival. Yep.
Emily Blunt, The Girl on the Train.
Oh no. What?
Natalie Portman, Jackie.
No Ruth Negga?
Emma Stone, La La Land. And Meryl Streep, Florence Foster
Oh
Jenkins.
shit. I only got 3 of those.
The nominees for outstanding performance by a male actor in a leading role in a motion picture are Casey Affleck,
Yep.
Manchester by the Sea. Andrew Garfield, Hacksaw Ridge.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling,
Yep.
La La Land. Viggo Mortensen, Captain
Man, he's getting
Fantastic.
in.
And Denzel Washington, Fences.
And finally, the nominees for Outstanding
Yeah, this is the
Performance
toughest
by a
category here.
Cast in a motion picture are Captain Fantastic,
Really?
Fences,
Oh no.
Hidden Figures,
Yes, I got that one. Good.
Manchester by the Sea,
Yep.
and Moonlight. Yeah.
Wow, so no La La Land?
Remember to watch the Screen Actors
You've
Guild
gotta be
Awards.
shitting me.
Simulcast live Sunday, January 29th on TNT.
Wow, that
and
is a
TBS.
major screw up. Wow, there is no way that just happened. You know how many times the eventual Best Picture winner is not at SAG? Once, and that's Braveheart. Are we going to break that again this year? Because we were thinking maybe that would happen last year with Revenant. Didn't turn out to be true. Wow, okay, so, yeah, at the end there, that was really weird. Yeah, so, in my prediction, I thought Nocturnal Animals, since it did so well at the Globes, I was like, uh-oh, that's going to be, the surprise at SAG as well. I did catch Hidden Figures. That was one I was worried about. And yeah, Manchester by the Sea, that was pretty predictable to get in here. And Moonlight, I got those three. But Fences, it makes sense to get in. And I did have it predicted before, but at the last minute I took it out because it did so poorly at the Globes. But Captain Fantastic for Outstanding Cast, that's a total surprise. I don't think anybody had that one getting in. And Vigo, I really did not see him getting in for this either. Yeah, so Best Actor, no Joel Edgerton for Loving. Otherwise, I got the rest of the four. So yeah, at this point, I think Garfield is solid now for Hacksaw Ridge. Looks like that's going to be the case. I know there was a lot of people arguing. He's also in Silence this year, and Silence, some people said he's even better in that than he is in Hacksaw. But evidently, Silence is not getting screened in time for a lot of these awards. We're gonna have to wait till the Guild Awards before we see any recognition for Silence, except for National Board of Review and I think maybe one or two other little critical awards, like LA. I think gave runner-up to something from Silence. I think it's supporting actor. I think. Otherwise, I did much better in the supporting categories, but lead actress, yeah, Emily Blunt. If anywhere, I thought she would just show up at the Globes, but that didn't happen. All of a sudden, she's here at SAG. Oh boy. Yeah, and again, I think of her performances lately, that's probably the best one she's given, and the first time I've been able to distinguish her character that's separate from just her on screen as an actress. Like I said, I think I've said this previously, like in Sicario and Into the Woods and stuff. It's like, oh, there's Emily Blunt on screen, and I never really say, oh, that's the character she's playing. But in Girl on the Train, I'm like, that's her character's name is Rachel. That's Rachel on screen. That's not Emily Blunt because I think it's such a different role for her, and I think she was really up to the task there. And then Meryl Streep for Florence Foster Jenkins. That is out on DVD now, so I'm going to have to pick that one up for rental here pretty soon. She and Hugh Grant got in. Yeah, so I got 3 out of the 5 for the leading ladies. And the rest of them I think were expected there. So no Ruth Negga for Loving. So Loving got nothing today, which is kind of surprising because I think that was one that did screen in time, had plenty of attention on it. Who was the other person I had in for actress? See, I had Natalie Portman, I had Emma Stone, I had Amy Adams, I had Ruth Negga in there. Who was my 5th person? Annette Bening. I meant Annette Bening this too. So yeah, no love for 20th Century Women either. Previously, I did have that getting in for Outstanding Cast. So I was right to take that one out. So that's the one I took out for Hidden Figures. So that paid off. Taking out Fences for in favor of Nocturnal Animals did not pay off. I should have kept that one, and maybe I would have gotten 4 of those. But man, so yeah. when we look at the diversity, was the highest at any award show. It was at Screen Actors Guild. This time we have three predominantly African American or people of color cast in here this year instead of we had two last year with Straight Outta Compton and Beasts of No Nation. This year it's Fences, Hidden Figures, and Moonlight. So they were very diverse today. And you can notice on the TV side too. Again, very very maybe two or three of the five actors in each category were African American or people of color in a few cases there. So and Screen Actors Guild, they tend to go this way, so that's not surprising. And we do have just the one surprise here is lead actress is all Caucasians, which is surprising when you have somebody like Ruth Negga, and you could potentially put Taraji P. Henson in there. So yeah, that's kind of a surprise there that that was the lead actress category. But everybody else, yeah, they had three people of color in supporting actress, like Viola Davis, Naomi Harris, and Octavia Spencer. And it looks like Mahershala Ali is the only African American with in supporting actor. With Dev Patel, he's I can't remember where he's originally from, but yeah, lots of Brits though, like Hugh Grant and Lucas Hedges, I believe, is British. So and Dev Patel, so they did that at least. Yeah, so let's take a look here. Yeah, so does that mean now Viggo Mortensen is also a possibility there for Best Actor? Well, if he can get in for drama at the Globes when he was campaigning in comedy for weeks and weeks, and at the last minute they switch him and it pays off, man, then I wonder if maybe he is going to be that fifth slot, maybe taking it from Joel Edgerton at this rate because Andrew Garfield, he's made it in everywhere so far. Critics' Choice, Golden Globes, and here at SAG today. So that's, yeah, and definitely, yeah, not for Silence, which again has not screened in time for these guys. So yeah, he's looking pretty solid now. And of course, Affleck and Gosling and Washington, I think at this rate are in regardless, unless we have like last year in the director race, unless we have like a Ridley Scott situation where we think they're getting in, they're maybe the front runner, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're out. That happens from time to time. Otherwise, yeah, Lion got a couple nominations today for the supporting races. Yeah, Manchester by the Sea is the big winner today. 4 nominations there. Moonlight gets 3. Hidden Figures has a couple nominations. Captain Fantastic has a couple. Fences has 3. La La Land has a couple. Florence Foster Jenkins has 2. I think, is that it? Yeah, everybody else just has 1 nomination there. So yeah, they did kind of spread it out, and they again at Screen Actors Guild, it's very rare to have a film have 6 or 7 nominations. That just doesn't happen. To my memory, that's never happened. I think the most any film has gotten is like 5 or maybe 6, but I can't even think of what film it could have been right now. They do like to give the spotlight to some weird things. Like last year it was Woman in Gold and I Smile Back in Best Actress, both of which never showed up anywhere else on any lists anywhere for the year. But Captain Fantastic qualifies as the biggest surprise here today, definitely, for both Vigo and for Outstanding Cast. Of all things, Outstanding Casts, that's about as surprising as Beast of No Nation was last year. I mean when you look at it, they only credited 3 people in that cast. Captain Fantastic might be maybe that same amount. I don't know. I haven't seen that one, so I don't know if it'll be the same there. But yeah, Fences, yeah, it does have a little bit of an ensemble there. Hidden Figures has the big ensemble. Manchester just has all the great actors in it. Moonlight again has all the great actors in it without being a 10, 20 people cast where you're gonna have everybody up on stage when it's and it fills up the whole stage. So that's why I was thinking something like La La Land would get in. Well, number one, because of its Best Picture status right now, and number two because that does have outside of Emma and Ryan, tons and tons of people in that supporting cast that I've heard through the grapevine were Screen Actors Guild members, and they love to promote that all of them that were working were Screen Actors Guild members. So that didn't work. Whoever was advertising that bit didn't work. yeah, so and yeah, no Isabelle Huppert for Best Actress makes sense. I had a feeling she wasn't going to get in everywhere. So far, the only ones who have gotten in everywhere is Amy Adams, Natalie Portman, Emma Stone. So yeah. Then for supporting actor, yeah, definitely you can engrave Mahershala Ali's name in the nominees list. Engrave Jeff Bridges' name. You can probably looking good for Dev Patel right now too for Lion. Lucas Hedges, he did miss at Globes, but you know they did some wacky stuff there yesterday on Monday, I should say, for that category. Hugh Grant, yeah, so he's supporting everywhere but the Globes. He is lead there. I don't know if that's going to necessarily lead to category confusion, but I just don't know if Florence Foster Jenkins is going to have the strength to get all the way to the Oscars. It's got another whole month to go, and it's out on DVD now. And they're, as far as I know, they're not going to do another big push, at the end of the year here to put it back in more theaters. Um, let's see. And then for supporting girls, yeah, definitely Viola Davis is safe at this point. She's probably got the win already. Naomi Harris for Moonlight is looking good. Nicole Kidman for Lions looking pretty good. Michelle Williams for Manchester by the Sea. So yeah, it's just that fifth slot. Is it going to be Octavia Spencer? Could it be Greta Gerwig? Could it be Janelle Monáe for also for Hidden Figures? Who else has been in there? I forget who it is. Yeah, so yeah, the only one I missed was Greta for supporting actress. Only supporting actor I missed was Michael Shannon, who was kind of a long shot there. For the leading girls, I missed Ruth Negga and Annette Bening, and for actor in a leading role, I did miss Joel Edgerton. So evidently, they didn't care for Loving. And then yeah, outstanding cast. I only got three of those. So yeah, no Nocturnal Animals here, and no La La Land. Very surprising. In favor of Captain Fantastic and Fences. When they had those two in a row, I'm like, none of those were on my list. Uh-oh, we're really gonna be bad here. But nope. It turned out okay at the end there with yeah. So three out of five for leading actress and outstanding cast for me. 4 out of 5 for the rest. That I'll call that a win, I guess. But there's yeah, few the big head scratchers. Yeah, definitely how well Captain Fantastic did, and how La La Land is not in the outstanding cast. And once again, it's a pretty strong statistic where the Best Picture winner um, is at least a nominee at SAG. They don't always win that Outstanding Cast award. Only time you've had a Best Picture winner not even nominated in that category is Braveheart, and that was the first year they had the Outstanding Cast category. And I can't remember who won that year, but it was. But they've had weird stuff win before, like the Birdcage, which of course had no Oscar potential. Yeah, so they've had weird stuff in that category before, so that's not surprising that something like Captain Fantastic can get in when that's, I guess, a comedy, but according to the Globes, it's a drama, so whatever. Um, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I do have a limited time here today. It's this show is a little later, so I've got other stuff I got to do today. Uh, got a working job here, so so yeah, that's about all I'm gonna have to say for now. But otherwise, yeah, other than probably Emily Blunt and Viggo Mortensen and Captain Fantastic for outstanding cast, rest of these were ones where we said, well, there's a possibility for this, possibility for this, possibility for this. The rest of them make sense. So I think that's all I've got to say about that. So not too bad this morning, but you know, it's Screen Actors Guild, so there's always going to be a couple twists and turns in there. So it's going to be a little while until we have our next nomination. That's going to be BAFTA, and I think that's not until January. So we've got a whole the rest of the calendar year to worry about stuff. I might do if I change my mind on a couple of categories at the Oscars. I'll do an update before the end of the year. Otherwise, we're going to be pretty quiet here for a while in the Oscar race. So we'll catch you guys later.